AskReddit by Stone CT. What gets more hate than it should? Why are there so many deleted responses? It's super weird. Maybe a mod that deleted things he hates. Black cats. Black cats are some of the cutest, most goofy kitties ever. I love them. Going out alone. Solo traveling is freaking liberating. Sure, I get a little lonely, but there are no schedules and you can randomly stop if you see something even slightly interesting. Donkeys. Those poor fella just be chillin', doing menial work and not disturbing anybody, and for some reason the term came to mean as someone who's utter incompetent and stupid. Also, baby donkeys are probably only behind puppies and kittens when it comes to cutest tiny fuzzy fellas. Removed. Yeah, I hate that too. Crows. Crows are the best. Gotta respect an animal that'll tell its friends about you if treated well, or fuck it over, they are just smart motherfuckers. Removed. It's too flat. Not wanting to drink. When you tell someone that you don't drink, most of the time they act like you just told them you juggle heads in your spare time. In our friend circle we have 3 non-drinkers including myself. One has a family history of alcohol abuse and wants to break that cycle. One had to get his stomach pumped after a binge event. I get severe hangovers after 1-2 drinks and decided a little fun today isn't worth giving up all day tomorrow. Nuclear energy. It's very safe, but a couple of massive disasters due to gross negligence, and also the fact that the word nuclear is involved, has given it a bad image to the point where people just assume it's dangerous and a bad idea. Tell you what the bad idea is sticking to fossil fuels. Dumping nuclear in favor of coal is the most mind-boggling decision I've seen. Being an adult and liking things that are considered childish. People get so much hate and get told to grow up. Listen, I didn't get to enjoy my childhood. Let me enjoy things. Let me play video games. Let me watch animation. Let me buy that Tamagotchi. It's not hurting anyone. When I was 10, I read fairy tales in secret and would have been ashamed if I had been found doing so. Now that I am 50, I read them openly. When I became a man I put away childish things, including the fear of childishness and the desire to be very grown up. C.S. Lewis. Taking the bus, it's pretty chill. Takes forever, and sometimes they just straight don't show up. But if I'm gonna sit in traffic, I'd rather let someone else drive. Cheaper too. People with mental illnesses who don't act like Wednesday or other quirky characters. Oh, and pigeons. I think people who over-romanticize the quirkiness or genius of mentally ill people should watch The Devil and Daniel Johnston. He's a singer-songwriter who created a lot of rough-sounding but low-key brilliant music. He had bipolar, and the documentary does not gloss over how rough that was for him and the people around him. Questions. Smiling at others randomly, just being friendly. It seems that a quick smile, acknowledging someone's presence or saying hi is just not the thing to do anymore. Makes me kind of sad. I'm pretty introverted, but damn, I just want to be outwardly happy out and about without being met with glares or resting bitch face. People being found not guilty of crimes. Usually before a trial people have made their mind up about a situation and think a person is guilty. So when the jury gets all the information and finds someone not guilty, people get mad at the person found not guilty and the jury. Do we not want a system that looks at evidence-based information before making a decision that will affect someone's life? Guy Fieri. He did miraculous things for us service industry folks during the pandemic lockdowns, and at the same time did amazing things for victims of the crazy California fires forest. Monica Lewinsky, she was 23, and did nothing most people wouldn't do. 23, wow. I was in middle school at the time, so she seemed so much older. Me. I love you, man. Being content on being single. People legit don't believe me when I say I'm good being single. When you really think about it, it's pretty toxic to tell somebody they have to be in a relationship to be happy. Deleted. I'm Scottish, so I'm used to rain but also tired of it. I mind rain less in summer because it's slightly less frequent, repetitive, and therefore slightly less annoying. Heavy rain is honestly better than light rain that gets in your face. A father spending time with his daughter as well as any older male family member cannot spend time with their own female family members in public. Like the guy on Reddit who was out with his grandniece and some busybodies decided he must be a pedophile or sex trafficker. Being in your 20s or above and living at home with your parents or other family members. My mom and I are planning to pool our money to buy a house. I can't afford one myself and neither can she, but together we can. Being a big dude trying to get healthy. When I first started lifting I was an out of shape big dude working on the preacher curls. https://wp-content/uploads/2022/05/shutterstock_1019031883-1.jpg close bracket. I've got the weight on the first stack and am struggling to complete the set. When I finally do this, huge jacked black guy, think Terry Crews, walks up and takes off one half of his headphone and says, "Yo, mind if we rotate?" I say sure, and he sits down, moves the pin to the bottom of the stack and lifts them with basically the same effort as it would take me to move a tissue box. Now it's my turn. I move it back to the top of the stack and lift to the point that sweat is running down my face onto the pad. When I'm done I furiously wipe it off with my towel and mutter sorry. Guy looks me in the eye and says, "Sorry? What the fuck you sorry about? We came here to sweat, you'll be proud of that shit." I'm a smaller dude now. And trust me, none of us judge you. Black cats on Halloween because people think it's bad luck. Brussels sprouts. Being frugal. I believe people confuse frugal with cheap. Single women who have cats. Social incompetence. You don't need to be funny or witty to belong somewhere. You don't have to be compassionate at every moment, and you certainly don't have to be able to jump through hoops to partake in society. Be boring. Be anxious. Be alone. You're doing fine. Almost anything that teen girls like. Dark chocolate. Give me that 92%.